Hello, my various and venerable viewers. Congratulations, you've done it. You found the champ dog. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are going to get into the arena today. We've got a pretty fun deck to share with you all. But first, you know what we have to do. Synchronized sip. I'm actually drinking tea. I've already had my coffee this morning and I used it to record some Twilio Quest intros. So, yeah. Time management, guys. That's what that's about. But Jasmine tea, you fill your mug with whatever you like. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to caffeinate. Here's to you. So we are jumping back into the standard 2022 queue, having some fun, having a blast. I'm recording this after the games. There's some interesting content. You're going to see me make some blunders, but overall they're pretty fun games and I do enjoy them. But for you, thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thanks for tuning in. If you feel so inclined, if the spirit moves you, hit like, leave us a comment. I always love hearing from you guys. Always happy to get new subscribers. Always happy to get suggestions on decks to try on the channel, etc., etc. I'm on YouTube. Do the YouTube stuff. Self-promotion. Let's get in there. So today we are playing some Quandrix Ramp. I've been wanting to build a Quandrix Ramp deck for a while, ever since I saw in Strixhaven the 8 or more lands mechanic and Quandrix Cultivator. It really spoke to me and it reminded me of the fun I had playing Blue-Green Madness back in the early 2000s. So I finally got around to it. I figured, you know, standard 2022 queue, if we're not in here having fun and trying out things we otherwise wouldn't, like, what are we doing? Like, I feel like one of the main points for having an event like that and a queue like that is for us to muck around and explore and express and above all have fun. And, you know, it's a good opportunity for me. Take a step back from the, you know, competitive, have to win, you know, care about your rank, grind the ladder sort of thing. I'm still playing in ranked because, you know, otherwise you just don't get decent competition. But, you know, It's here to have fun, guys, so let's have some fun. So this is something I've wanted to do for a while. I've been humming and hawing because there's a few different ways you can build this sort of deck. You can go like really heavy on the ramp. You can go like ramp creatures. You can go more land focused. You can do like a more stompy with like some light blue splashes and a little bit of ramp to get you an Orange Epiphany. You can do a sort of mid-rangey, you know, trying to like get value, play a bit more to the board, which is kind of where we've landed. There's a more tempo-y version where you do like more bounce spells and more counter spells and just try to stick one big thing and like hope that that's enough and then, you know, chain some turns with Epiphany. There's a few different directions you can go and I was humming and hawing between three or four different builds. Then I remembered Hello Good Game loves this color combination and often builds decks like this. So I had a look at some of his builds and sort of like compared that with mine and sort of like came with something that's sort of a marriage of the two. So it's going to be pretty similar to some of his decks. And there's also just some things in here that I wanted to play around with, most specifically Augmented Pugilist. I loved this card in Strixhaven Limited. So the front side, you got a 3-mana 3/3 with trample, and if you have 8 or more lands, he gets +5/+5, so it becomes an 8/8 trample, closes out games really quickly, massive threat. On the other side, you've got Echoing Equation, and if you watch a lot of MTG Top 5, you've definitely seen this card. So that's a 5-mana sorcery. You choose one creature you control, and each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until end of turn, except they're not legendary if it is legendary. So it's just a really fun way to close out games. If you've got a few tokens from like Elrond's Epiphany, you can turn them into like 3/3s, 5/5s, 3/4s, like just depending whatever other creature you have on the board, Cultivator, Mammoth, the Pugilist. So it can be a really fun way to close out a game. So I really hope we get to do that. I really wanted to play around with Kasima once I started putting this together. And I realized, hang on, I want to get a lot of lands into play. I'm going to need some card draw because one thing ramp decks can do sometimes is run out of gas a little bit. So I was thinking of like Toski or the Illithid Scholar Grazalax, I think. And then I remembered Kasima. I never got a chance to play around with Kasima after Kaldheim came out, so I've really wanted to check her out. She could be a bit slow, and like I've seen from other people playing her that she can, you know, just be a bit awkward. You know, if you draw her later in the game and you don't have lands, you're not doing too much. has to survive on the board for a turn and then exile. So, you know, has limitations, but it seems really fun and I want to see how we go with it. Decisive Denial just seems great. But yeah, the overall aim of the deck is we're a little more mid-rangey. We've got some early things that we want to play to help us ramp, and then from around turn 3, turn 4, we're more playing to the board. We've got a bunch of creatures. We've got the Mammoth, we've got the Pugilist, we've got the Cultivator. So we're building a board and also ramping. We've got a little bit of interaction and counter magic, Divide by Zero, Decisive Denial. And then we're trying to ramp into Auron's Epiphany to chain some turns. Obviously, the bird tokens are great. As I said, you can turn them into other things with an Echoing Equation. And just having a couple more creatures on the board that are reasonably sized can make your Auron's Epiphany way more potent. You know, like your opponent can attack in, you know, thinking it's fairly safe because they're on a healthy life total. You've got like, you know, 1 or 2 creatures, and then bang, slap down an Auron's Epiphany. You can get him with a couple of 3/3s, do 6 damage, take another turn, get him with the 3/3s again, and 2 more bird tokens. So that's 8 damage. So out of nowhere, you've done like 14 damage. And the other big payoff that we've got here is Cyclone Summoner. I think this is Hello Good Gabe's favorite card or something. Anyway, it's a 5-mana 7/7 giant wizard. When it ETBs, if you've cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hands except for giants, wizards, and lands. So this is sort of our get out of jail card, reset the board. You know, we don't play to the board as aggressively as some other decks, so sometimes we do just need to, you know, bounce everything and start again. And also because we're ramping, you know, putting things back in our hand, we have more capability to play them back out over the following turns than our opponent does, hopefully. Plus, we're playing, you know, bigger, more effective spells, you know. And of course, we're resetting the board, but we've got a 7/7. So it's a really fun spell. This looks like a really fun deck. I can't wait to get in and play it. Let's get in there, shuffle up, and have some fun. I'll see you guys in a second. On the draw, boo. Hands really slow. Boo. Mana's a bit weird. Boo. Anyway, let's see how we go. First game with the deck. I don't expect we do well because this hand is super slow. Super slow. Bonk. Oh, is this that Orzhov CGB deck? Another forest would be nice. Probably need to tweak this land base. Yep. What's your 5-drop? At least we can divide by 0 it, whatever it is. Okay, it's just a Skullport Merchant. No second green, which is awkward. Take our 1. We do not care about 1 damage. Sure. Not much else for us to do here. They can sacrifice this if they want to. They have 6 cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could Teachings next turn and draw a few cards. But I really want to Cultivate next turn. We probably just get the Exhibition, let's be real. There's a Dryad showing up. Obviously need to get a forest here. I guess we can play the Dryad. Next turn we can Epiphany. There's a Kaya, sure. And there's an Eye Twitch. So I assume they put counter on the eye twitch. Yep. Run it back. And I think we can just win here. Not quite, but very, very close. That felt good. That felt very good. And we do have this Hall of Storm Giants as well. Yep, blood on the snow. And an eye twitch. Yeah, so my maths was a bit off there, but okay, so you cost 6. So I can do this, but I can't do much else. I can cast this, or I can cast this. I think I go with the Mascot Exhibition. Exhibition of their own. No attacks here. We'll play out our 8/8 trample. Should help a bit. We can counter, well, not quite, but we might be able to counter a blood on the snow. Yep, Skullport Merchant, sure. So a Cyclone Summoner will be good here because it will bounce everything. Sure. Get one of each. Okay, so I just need to find a couple extra points of damage. Keep them under pressure here. What's next? Oh, I was so excited because I miscounted. I misdid my math there. I was so excited when I cast that, what's it called? Echoing equation. And now this game is just dragged on. So I need to find a summoner, epiphany, things like this. I really wish this layer of the Hydra had trample, but that'll be like way too powerful. All the flyers. That's so aggressive. Like, if I find an Alrund's Epiphany... Surely they have removal here, but if I find an Alrund's Epiphany, they're, like, dead. Gast, sure. This will do it too, though, won't it? So I can cast this and make the Hydra a 3/3. It doesn't trigger the ghost form counters because it's a bounce effect, not a destroy or exile effect. They could trade it with a Faceless Haven. I can only make it a 2/2, can't I? Yep, okay. So there's no need for any of that. That's disappointing. I got so excited again. Alright, so I assume they're going to recast Kaya. That's their main sort of grind engine. There she is. Yep, I thought they might do that. Shambling Ghast, sure. Eye Twitch, sure. Yeah, so it looks like they're holding up another Vanishing Verse. Which means I should use this guy. Because it has the ward. They also can't flunk it at the moment. I mean, they don't have the mana, but flunk also wouldn't kill it. So they get to learn here. Probably get another mascot exhibition. Yep. As we suspected. There it is. Are they going to bring this back from 2 mana? Are they going to just grind us out? Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? So aggressive. So again, they're dead to an Oran's Epiphany. I mean, we're very close to dead now as well. Really, a lot depends on this draw. Where's my Cosima been? I need some card draw. Or needed some card draw. It's too late now. I definitely don't want Cosima now. Okay, so they do have a flying blocker now. Hello, I'm holding a forest. There it is. Make this a 4/4. It probably eats some kind of removal. But I've got the extra turn, so I want them to, like, commit resources now. Okay, yep. So they'll do this and kill off one of my birdies. And they get another flying blocker. Doesn't look like we're going to get there, unfortunately. They have the blockers they need. They're good gamers. That's a little bit of bad manners, but... you know, they have won. It was a good game. And yes, I'm aware I tapped my Hall of Storm Giants for the Hydra thing there. It wouldn't have made a difference. They had the blockers. Right. I wonder if our opponent is in fact playing Angels. Again, the land's a little bit awkward. I need that double green and I keep getting that double blue. Either way, lead on this Hall of Storm Giants. There's the extra green. I wish I had something to do before turn 3 here. This probably just gets removed, but, you know, things are going to get removed at some point. I'm not going to give them just free reign to do whatever they want for 3 or 4 turns, you know? Yep. Take a forest. A 6 mana next turn. How crazy is that? Behold the multiverse, sure. What else have they got? Nothing. So we want to exile Cosima here, if we possibly can. Hopefully it survives a turn. Hopefully they don't have Draconic Intervention. Okay, they iterate. That's good for us. I don't think... they could have Dragon's Fire and a dragon in hand to deal with one of these creatures, so we're not out of the woods by any stretch. What have you got there? I'm a bit disappointed Dr. Angelic is playing Prismari Dragons, though. You know, that seems a bit... I will take that action, thank you very much. If I don't put the counter on it, I return it. So I want to take action, putting the counter on. And here I just want to get in. Take action. I think I get an island here. Take action on Cosima. I've never actually played with Cosima before, so that's a little confusing. Want to make sure I get that right. And here I just want to hold up Divide by 0, because this could be like their dragon turn or an Epiphany turn. Unlikely they have a 1-mana counter here. Yep, and they scoop. We got them. So I was going to grab Teachings of the Archaics there just to refill my hand a bit. Feels good. On the draw again. Only got 2 lands. Wowzers. At least I got the Neverwinter Dryad. And I guess I could turn 1 Dryad, turn 2 Omen Keel. There's a 3rd land. To start finding... Okay, I guess I can't do any of that. They do not want us to ramp. But I can get in with Omen Keel next turn. There's the Kalane. Okay, we didn't hit a land there, but I'm pretty happy about exiling those. I mean, they could have cast a Goldsman Dragon this turn. I mean, they still can if there's one in their hand. And I can't counter it, unfortunately. I did tap out there. I'll definitely be holding up Divide by 0 next turn. Well, most likely. Yep, there's the Immersturm Predator. Do I want to do it now? To get in with Omen Keel? No, I don't think it's worth it. I think we just chill out for a bit. They might try to play something even worse this turn. Magda's fine. Divide by 0. I don't know what they're waiting on at this point. Because it's a bounce effect. Sure. What do I want to get here? I suppose I'm only a couple turns away from our mascot exhibition, aren't I? And yeah, I'll get in here. Go for the blowout. I mean, it's not that much of a blowout. These are all just 1-for-1 exchanges. They can kill my Pugilist now. I didn't think about that. I was a little too trigger happy with like, ooh, I can do a thing. I get to do a thing. I can take an action. I have agency over the game state. Never didn't have it. The third Pugilist. Obviously, no point attacking. They just sack the Kalane, turn the Predator into a 4-4. One more land and this guy becomes an 8-8, mind you. Opponent's still stuck on 4 lands. Good for us. They found the treasure. Okay, they found the land as well. Yeah, I thought they wouldn't be able to resist attacking. Okay, so they got something else they can do at instant speed. Probably a removal spell for this Pugilist. If it is a Dragon's Fire, they should definitely do it now, because I might hit a land next turn. They're thunking. They are thinking. Oh, it's 8 or more lands. Forgot about that. I keep thinking it's 7, like threshold. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'd rather they spend it on the Omen Kill than on the Pugilist at that point. Sorry, at this point. We are going to take a stack of damage here, unfortunately. Slow play Olympics over here. Yep. Get in for 9. Definitely puts me on the back foot, doesn't it? Think about it. Got to think about it. Do I play my card now? Do I play my card later? We'll get in for 8. Cast our Exhibition. So we've got some blockers. I just hope they don't have removal for the Inkling token. If they do, we die, obviously. And if they do, they're probably deliberately slow rolling it because they're a bit obnoxious. I swear to God, if they have the removal... Yep, and it took them that long to think about it. Jesus. What a bad person. Oh, at least they only get in for 1 now. Oh. Oh, our opponent dies now. 8 minus 3 is 5, buddy. Oh, no. Oh. I was so expecting to lose there. I actually feel bad for my opponent there. Oh, that was so close. That was such a bad attack. Why did they attack? Maybe they miscounted, but oh. Oh, buddy. Poor guy. Okay, we have found an opponent. Oh, this hand is terrible. And we're on the draw. This is a definite mulligan. Definite mulligan. I mean, this hand is better, let's be real. So turn 1, Neverwinter Dryad. Turn 2, I can Emergent Sequence or crack the Dryad. So that turn 3, I can Cultivate. So what do I put back here? I think it's actually the Glasspool Mimic. So I don't really want tap lands. I mean, I'm taking a big risk if my Dryad gets removed or like my plans are otherwise interfered with. This does come back to bite me. I think we just use the Dryad. We might hit like a Cosima or something later that cares about lands coming into play. Environmental Sciences, sure. I've got that effect on a body here. Don't gain the life, to be fair. Didn't I put you on the bottom? I'm fairly sure I put him on the bottom. I'll take action. Find a forest. So what are we up against? Okay, it's another Orzhov deck. So I can play this Glasspool Mimic as a 3-mana Quandrix Cultivator. Keep the ramp train going. Null Priest, sure. I'm going to attack with both. I'm actually kind of happy to take a trade here if they want to block the Dryad. Sure. I am happy with that. Okay, no, they won't have a sweeper at 5 that will deal with the cultivators. I was thinking, should I play the Glasspool Mimic now? Because if they have a sweeper, I guess this could be a Doomscar. If they have a sweeper, I have nothing to copy with the Glasspool Mimic. Yeah, I'm going to do it just so I know I can get value out of this Mimic. I will take that action and find an island. And then I'll also grab another forest here. All the lands in the world over here. Well, 7 to be exact. One more land and I hit the... Yes! I made the right choice. There's the Doomscar. Sure. And that is a sorcery, so I can't hit my manlands. I'll take an extra turn, why not? Okay, so if I play this, I can only turn the Hydra into a 2/2. Which is not safe to attack with. So I'm going to do this. They're obviously going to chomp the hall. They have nothing to sacrifice to their fumes now. And the, okay, now they have something to sacrifice to fumes. Obviously they won't use it though. And the fumes is sorcery speed, so it can't hit my man lands. So I should be able to make this a 4/4. Get in for 4, sure. Playing a bit slow myself now, aren't I? Okay. What is this deck? It's Clerics. It's Oars of Clerics. That's what they're on. Oars of Clerics playing Doomscar. Sure, why not? Angel of Destiny. No blocks. Oh, this thing has double strike. I shouldn't have attacked with the Cultivator. Oopsie. That is an oops. Still, they're going to be hard-pressed to stay at 15 more life than their starting total. Ooh, what do they attack with? Both. They should have put it on the Angel to make it bigger before it hits again. Oh, I guess actually it doesn't matter, because the Valkyrie's going to hit as well. But because the Angel has double strike, it's still going to make more difference there. Okay, so I really need a Cyclone Summoner at this point. So I have 12 mana. 12. So I can make you an 11/11. No, I can make you a 10/10. That's how it works. Ooh. Yeah, I really need that Cyclone Summoner. Really need that Cyclone Summoner. It's 15 more life, so I need to keep them off 35. Ooh, they're so close to it. They are so close to it. Are they going to fumes me? Surely they're not going to fumes me. That's just silly. They're trying to do the maths. It's too complicated. Don't bother doing the maths. Just go with your gut. Do what feels right. Yeah, that's a definite oops. Would love to draw something more impactful. Yeah, okay, they're gonna win this round. I should have held back the birds to block with. I'll let them do the thing here. Oh, they don't even need to attack now. Let them have their fun. They're playing a life gain deck. It's so rare you get to win off Angel of Destiny. We want to let them do it. Good game. Good game. Okay, we're on the play, which is nice, but this hand is really awkward, isn't it? 2 lands, no blue, nothing to do till turn 3. I think this has to be a mulligan. Oh, wow. This is even worse. This is even worse. Do I keep this and attempt to play it later? Because, I mean, it's very likely I'm going to draw other lands, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I think I keep it. Hope this doesn't come back to bite us. Need to find some blue mana. Sure, Shambling Ghast. Okay, that can get us blue mana. That can get us blue mana. Cool. Don't kill it. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk, green one. That wouldn't be very green of you. Yep, get him for 1. Okay, missed a land drop. That sucks. There's so many lands in this deck. Like, so many. Shouldn't even be possible. Really hope the Casima survives here. No. Oh well. Take out 2. Yep. Definitely take that action. Get another island. We are up to 5 mana. Am I going to have to use this and get a Environmental Sciences in my ramp deck with like 27 lands, is it? 9, 9, so that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, there's 27 lands in this deck if you include the MDFCs. And I'm struggling to find land drops. Plausible. Alright, what you got over there? Still ahead of my opponent. I'm on 5 lands to their 3. That's something, I guess. I say I'm struggling to find land drops. I've played a land. At least 1 land every turn. God, I can Epiphany this turn. Let's move to combat. See what they want to do here. And if they want to trade this with a Faceless Haven, I'm happy with that. If they want to trade it for their 2 Ghasts, I'm happy with that. If they want to take 3, I'm happy with that. I guess they could kill off my creature land. That would be sad. Nope, they're creating treasures. Sure. So, yeah, I want to use that mana. Play this Cultivator. Get another island, and I've got Decisive Denial held up for next turn, so they can't do anything too massive to us. Even though they do have 6 mana here. So hopefully they just go for Blood on the Snow here. We can counter it. Next turn cast Epiphany. That would be probably best case scenario. Professor, sure. What do they get? It's got to be Mascot at this point in the game, right? No, Necrotic Fumes, okay. Are they going to try and cast it? No. Do they know it's a sorcery? Surely they know it's a sorcery. Go to combat here, get in with my 2 big boys. Big. And... okay, I can't Epiphany. I've only got the 6 mana. So we missed a land drop. It's a little bit frustrating. Mm-hmm. So I think I do this. Grab another land. And honestly, I think I hold up Divide by 0 here. In case they try to do something that Denial... it's like cheap enough they can still pay the Denial cost. Otherwise we've guaranteed that we can cast Epiphany next turn. There it is. Oh, maybe this is the game where we get to pull off our Echoing Equation win. Maybe this is it. Oh, wow. I guess not. Why did these not become... why did these not become 3/4s? I don't understand. So it becomes a 0/0 green creature. It's still a land. You put counters on it. So it should become a copy of this and become a 3/4 with counters on it. I mean, I'm still going to win here, but... I think that's a glitch. That or I'm totally misunderstanding something. But my understanding of the rules says those should have been 3/4s with counters on them. Anyway, we win. We get the echoing equation victory. That's what we came here to do. That was the deck, everyone. We had a blast. We managed to do the thing we really wanted to do, which was get the echoing equation victory. Would I make some changes? Yes, I definitely would. We're very heavy in the 3-drop slot here, and I think we need some more early game plays and some more early game ways to ramp, although I don't really know what our options are in that regard. All of the ramp seems to come in at about 3 mana. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of 3 mana things that we want to do. You know, Kazandu Mammoth is always good in a deck where you're playing a lot of lands, and it's also a land itself. Pugilist is fun, and I really wanted to play it. Roiling Regrowth could maybe be cut. That was... So, once I decided to put Kosama in my version of the deck, I did add in some Roiling Regrowth, and then when I came across Hello Good Games version, he was also playing Roiling Regrowth. I was going to cut it, but then I thought, no, you know, it really does play quite nicely with Kosama. But Kosama didn't turn up that much, and she didn't really do too much for us. She's quite slow, unfortunately. And the Omen Keel side of hers also just not that amazing at the moment. But I'm not ready to say we should cut her because she seems like a good source of card draw, and otherwise we're pushed into playing something like, is it Gravilax, the Mind Flayer dude, or Toski? And I just don't know that either of those will be super great for us. I mean, there's all the blue card draw spells we could be playing as well. And we could, you know, use the 2-mana Quandrix, is it Quandrix Pledge Mage or Quandrix Apprentice? That is the spellcraft, where you can dig for lands whenever you cast a spell, put in some more blue card draw, and be a little more spell heavy and a little less creature heavy. Which seems good. I don't know how I feel about Emergent Sequence. It's one of the only 2-mana ramp options that we have at the moment. But obviously, turning them into creatures makes them really fragile. Cyclone Summoner was good. That's always fun. It reminds me so much of when I used to play Blue-Green Madness back around the time of Mirari Block. What was the spell there? Not Capsize. That was an Urza one. Upheaval, I think it was. I think it was like a 6-mana blue sorcery that returned everything to owner's hand. So that was like so fun because you'd return everything to your hand. You'd have to discard down to hand size, and then as you discarded, you could play everything for their madness cost. But yeah, our Cyclone Summoner did some work for us. Didn't see it as often as I wanted. You know, it is sort of our get out of jail card. Auron's Epiphany is always good. Maybe this should be 4 of each, or even a 4/3. I don't really know. That could use some tweaking. But look, long story short, I do think the deck needs some tweaking. Yeah, it's at a weird spot where you're trying to ramp to big things, but we're also halfway to playing on the board and being like sort of a mid-rangey ramp thing where maybe we want some more fight spells. Yeah, I don't know. And, I mean, more Vine Glimmer Snarls would be good to fix some land problems as well. But, yeah, look, the deck was heaps of fun to play. I will probably play something like this again. I would recommend something like this. But, you know, your version may vary, and I'll probably make some changes. I really wish Divide by Zero was like 2 mana. But, yeah, I'm super stoked that I got to do the thing. That was great. Honestly, Kazandu Mammoth didn't feel amazing, so that might be an easy cut. But yeah, I think we need some more 1 and 2 drops. Ease up on the 3-drop slot. And yeah, see how we go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm the Champ Dog. You're brilliant. I'll catch you in the next video.